If you're banking on chiseling out a perfect set of abs, cruising around in a sleek ride, or stacking cash until you hit that six-figure mark to make her fall head over heels, you're chasing a mirage. That's not me being harsh, it's just the raw, unfiltered reality that too many men crash into after years of spinning their wheels. You could dedicate half a decade to sculpting your body in the gym, pile up your bank account, deck yourself out in sharp threads, get the cleanest haircut, overhaul your entire vibe, and still feel like a ghost when you're around women. They might flash a smile, toss a little flirt your way, maybe even humor you with a date or two. But deep down, you'll sense it. She's not hooked. She's not daydreaming about you when you're not around. Her phone's not lighting up with messages chasing you down. She's not consumed by you. And what stings even more? You'll spot some other guy. Zero gym game, wallet empty, nothing flashy about him. And yet, women are drawn to him like moths to a flame. They're laughing, spilling their hearts, getting tangled up in him fast, blowing up his phone when he doesn't reply. And you're left standing there, scratching your head, thinking, how the hell is this guy pulling it off when I've done everything by the book? Here's the first gut punch of truth. You can play every move perfectly and still not be the one she craves. Women don't get swept away by the shiny things you flash in front of them. They get caught up in the way you make them feel. If you don't master the art of sparking that feeling, all your hustle just leads you back to square one. Impressive maybe, but invisible. So, if you're fed up with being the guy who turns heads but still gets passed over, stick with me. I'm about to break this down, step by step, with no fluff, just the real unvarnished mechanics of what actually works. Let's get one thing straight. Looking good on paper doesn't make you unforgettable. You can have the perfect jawline, drop all the right lines, even get her laughing until her sides hurt. But if your vibe screams that you're desperate to win her approval, you're done before you even start. Women don't fall for guys who are scrambling to impress them. They lose themselves to men who don't need to. That's the difference, and it's a chasm. If you're still bending over backward to dazzle her, you've already lost her spark. Women are wired to pick up on everything: your tone, the way you carry yourself, the steadiness in your gaze. You might think you're radiating confidence, but if that confidence is propped up by your bank account, your status, or the likes you're racking up, it's hollow. She'll feel it. That's why she doesn't chase you. That's why she doesn't bare her soul. That's why she doesn't fight to keep you in her orbit. You're putting on a show, and she's just a spectator, not emotionally entangled. When a woman's heart isn't in it, she's already halfway out the door, even if she's still standing in front of you. So, what is it that women can't resist? It's your inner fire, the unshakable core of who you are. Not your wardrobe, not your job title, not your perfectly sculpted physique. They get hooked on the way you make them feel when they're near you, like a melody they can't shake from their mind. And the only way to create that pull is by being utterly grounded, calm as a still lake, unruffled by the chaos around you. That's the kind of energy that seeps into her soul, lingers like a whisper, and keeps her thoughts circling back to you when you're not around. Most men don't have that. They chase, they over-explain, they tweak themselves to fit her expectations, trying to control how she sees them. That kills the magic. The second she senses you're molding yourself to win her approval, she checks out. She's searching for a man who knows exactly who he is, with or without her approval. If you can't bring that to the table, you might catch her eye for a moment, but you'll never hold her heart. And if you don't have her heart, she'll forget you faster than a fleeting dream. So how do you cultivate that kind of magnetic presence? Before we dive deeper, do me a quick favor, smash that like button. If this is already hitting home, what's coming next will shake you to your core. Let's keep going. This is where most guys tune out because it's not the sexy, quick-fix answer they're chasing. You build that energy through stillness. Not the loud, showy kind of confidence, but the quiet strength that comes from facing your own shadows, your doubts, your insecurities, the parts of you that flinch in silence. Stop trying to be the loudest voice in the room. Stop chasing charm like it's a trophy. Stop proving yourself to anyone. Instead, root yourself in who you are, even if no one's cheering you on. Quit hunting for validation. Quit explaining your every move. Quit Stop playing the game of trying to make everyone like you. Because when you stop craving approval, something shifts in your aura. You're no longer begging for her to notice you. You're not fishing for reactions. You're not pleading to be chosen. You're just standing tall in your own truth, and that quiet power, that unshakable presence, is what pulls her in like gravity. Let's take it deeper, because it's not just about how you hold yourself, it's about the emotions you stir in her. When she feels safe in your presence, but just a little off-kilter, that's when the spark ignites. Not because you're playing mind games, but because you're not handing her the control she's used to. Most guys lay it all out too soon. They're texting first, asking a million questions, spilling their feelings like an open book, scrambling to keep the connection alive. That kills the mystery, snuffs out the tension, and with it, any chance of obsession. You don't need to be cold or distant, but you've got to hold back emotionally until she earns it. Don't chase her, don't over-explain yourself, don't try to fix how she feels about you. Let her wonder. That uncertainty, that delicate unease, it's uncomfortable for her, but it's what creates the pull. It's what makes her lean in, chasing something she can't quite pin down. That's when the real enchantment begins. Here's the unvarnished truth. You become unforgettable when you stop trying to be remembered. Stop obsessing over saying the perfect thing. Stop curating your life for her approval. Stop wondering if she's into you. Live your life, with or without her in it. When your energy isn't wrapped up in her, she'll start making it about you. That's when the tables turn. You're no longer the one hoping to be picked. She's the one wondering if she measures up. That shift changes everything. But here's where most guys fumble the ball. They get her intrigued, then panic. They get scared of losing her, so they start overdoing it. Texting too much, getting too emotional, becoming too available. And just like that, the whole vibe collapses. Because the moment she feels like she's got you figured out, the spell breaks. She's not hooked on your words, your car, or your lifestyle. She's hooked on the feeling of not quite having you in her grasp. The second she gets that control back, she's gone. So here's the final, non-negotiable rule. You've got to be willing to let her slip away to keep her captivated. Most guys don't have the courage for that. They get a taste of her attention and fold like a house of cards. They start performing again, chasing her reactions, managing her emotions, and everything they built crumbles. She's not enchanted by your bank account or your biceps. She's enchanted by the way you don't bend to her every whim. When she feels like she can't fully control you, that's when she can't let you go. Here's the bottom line, gentlemen. You don't need to be a millionaire, a celebrity, or a flawless specimen. But if you can master your inner world, if you can stop letting a woman hold the reins of your emotions, she'll feel it. And once she feels it, you'll linger in her thoughts like a haunting refrain. So, if this is hitting you where it counts, don't just scroll past and let it fade. Rewatch this when you catch yourself chasing her approval. Share this with that one friend who's doing all the right things and still getting ghosted. And above all, burn this into your mind. When you stop trying to impress her, when you stop needing her to choose you, when you choose yourself first, that's when she'll find herself drawn to you, not because of what you say or what you own, but because of the unshakable man you are, the one she can't quite tame.